I hadn't done one of these in a while. Um, I was thinking of doing something else later. I don't know, but right now I'm not. So got up this morning, around 9, and I didn't feel like cooking, and I didn't feel like leaving the house, so I ordered on one of the you know sites breakfast from Wendy's. I've been seeing a million commercials. Um, they're new. Okay, so the previous time that they tried experimenting with breakfast, I tried that. It was okay, but they were trying to be too fancy. Brioche and all that shit. One, that shit's not fancy. It's just pretentious. It's not legitimately fancy. Especially Wendy's brioche. Whatever, fuck you. Um, sip on my soda. Um, so I was like, try it. By the way, it would have been a wee bit cheaper just to go down to Waffle House and probably more authentic considering, but it wasn't bad. Um, and delivery and whatnot was okay. Uh, so I get it. And one of the things I ordered was they had biscuits and gravy on the menu. Cause this is like my second or third time trying Wendy's breakfast, and since they reintroduced breakfast, and so far it's not been bad. It's a lot less of an attempt to be um, pretentious, uh, but I gave it another try, and I liked it just fine. One of the things I ordered though, biscuits and gravy. Um, so it's just one of those dishes I really enjoy. Um, I once tried it at a very and I won't name them, a very high end. I will name them, at a place called Cedar and Stone. It's one of my favorite places, but it's very. And I would have to be selective when I went. I had a very specific thing, and it was within that I would order all the time, and it was within my price range. Granted, at that time, I was making a lot more money than I am now. Well, not a lot, but enough to where if I was making the money I was making in Minnesota here, um, here in Orlando. Well, technically I live in Winter Garden, but here in Orlando, man, um, yeah, I'd be, um, I'd be really doing okay. I wouldn't be raking it in, no. But I digress. I once tried biscuits and gravy at Cedar and Stone. Very, very. um, and here's the thing: they fancied it up. The biscuit was way too fancy. the the sausage gravy was, and I've had their sausage So, like, as a sausage, it works. But for sausage gravy, it's way too fancy. It's too nice. You know, you can't go upscale on sausage gravy. Sausage gravy is one of those things, man. It has to be simple. Come on, brother. All right, Bubba. Whoa, where'd that come from, dude? Anyways, dude. So, uh, it's simple. It has to remain simple. Anyway, so I saw that they had sausage gravy. They had biscuits and sausage gravy, and I tried it. The Wendy's breakfast is, and it's not the best I've ever had. It's not the worst I ever had. And I was not disappointed. Um, I was not disappointed. I was not, you know. Now, had they done sausage biscuits with sausage and gravy when they were trying to be all fancy, I fear it wouldn't have been as good. And yeah, no, it was decent. It was really really decent. I gotta do something about this hair and this beard. But anyways, yeah, it was good. It wasn't great, but it was good. And the other deal that I had with them, that was pretty good too. They have a, their famous Baconator. They have a breakfast version, and you know, uh, it's pretty. It's actually pretty excellent. Um, 10 out of 10. You know, the only thing is like I don't know. Check your local Wendy's if you're interested. The one here, breakfast ends at 9:30. What the fuck, dude? Or at least on the delivery app I was using, they ended breakfast at 9:30. I'm like, what the heck? Like, who does that? It ain't even lunch ain't even until noon, brother. Lunch ain't until noon, sir. Why are you ending breakfast at 9:30? Even if you just end the delivery. There's another place that ends breakfast at 10:30. And I mean that's a little more reasonable, but still, man, that's still kind of early. And this is Orlando. A lot of a lot of the folks around here work in the theme parks. Our weekend is, often during the week. You know, we we don't work 9 to 5. Oh man. Speaking of that, man. Uh, uh, I needed to come home. I needed to return to Florida. I needed to be here. I needed to be in this situation. But man, I didn't know I was going to be starting over. Even when I lost my gig that I came down here for, right? I knew I was gonna start over, but like the only people who hired me, they hired me into a position. Whoa! I hadn't been in a while. Oh man, and it is rough, right? It is way back. Um, Financially, it's not as far back from where I was, but that was with when I transferred down from Minnesota, or back down from Minnesota, returned home. What I did is I returned home. I did not just whatever. Is but part of my home is still up there and waiting to come down. But always, always my always. But anyways, so I took a pay cut, $2. And I figured, you know, with the state tax, the lack of state tax, that wouldn't matter. Horseshit. Horseshit. Oh, it mattered. Um, but my money was still okay. And then the pandemic hit, and my okay money became I money. Best at best, bro. And then what happened, and you know, lost that gig. I'm like, fudge. Oh yeah, you know I didn't say fudge. I said it earlier, dude. But I'm trying not to curse too much. But I do want to be speak honest and not censor myself. And I don't make many money off this right now, and I might not ever, and that's fine, cool. This is just expression, right? You know, it's just literally, it's just expression. Um, so, um, took the gig I have at SeaWorld. I work at SeaWorld. I've worked in the theme park and attractions industry my entire adult life. I've never had a problem with it. Mostly, it's been a joy. There's been moments and a couple of times entire gigs that sucked. I've had terrible bosses. I've had great bosses. Um, and I know people make this claim now that you know, that people talk about loving work, romanticizing, and maybe I am, but fuck, dude, for the most part, I've been at least semi-creative, if not fully creative. Um, I've gotten to do some really cool fucking crap. But anyways, I'm back. I'm boom here. Wasn't exactly here. I had stumbled into here, right, bro? By actually someone noticing Robert's actually good at his job, right? Um, it's like I never. On a very real thing, I not even fuck gamesmanship and playing the game. I do wish I social as a. I'm really just thirsty, dude, and I like soda. No shit, fatty. You like soda. You know what? Screw you, dude. I'm losing, and I'm about to go to the gym. Clean up this house a little. But anyways, bro. So um, back in the day, I regrettably. Okay, so the way I saw it in my head, I did. I had these friends at work, but they were, we were friendly. You know what I mean? Now, some of them I am friends with on social media, but we were never friends in real life, and I regret that. Especially the ones that I'm friends with on social media. I regret never having hung out, but when I first began in this business, I was still having to live um, 45 minutes away, a minimum. And that's if I take the toll roads from Orlando, right? And I had friends there. So, like, my socializing, rightly or wrongly, was like I would come to Orlando, work, do work. I really did enjoy interact with these really cool people, right? Awesome as fuck people. Why did I do the shocker? Because some of them, what the hell? They were awesome, man. It's some really cool cats, really awesome people, right? And especially the ones that have now given myself the opportunity, even if it's only on Facebook and some on Twitter and one or two on LinkedIn, to get to know them in a way that I never got to know them. And I feel like an asshole, right? And then there is this thing where a lot of them in the industry I love are super fucking successful on a level I never ever got to be, and I can't say that does, you know oh god, I love that they are, dude. They're so fucking awesome, and they're so good for our fucking industry. They're good people, man. They're righteous. No, they really are. Some, you know, some of them are responsible for some of your favorite things in our industry. And oh man, I love those cats. I love them. They're so fucking awesome humans, right? Uh, but like, I regret never having, except there were like occasions when and now later, even like just a little bit after I transferred from, um, there were groups of people who I worked with who are and aren't, who I did hang out with once I moved to Orlando. Once I started, like, there were people later that I did hang out with. I stopped doing that. Once I stopped doing that, man, once I stopped going, oh, friends here, work here, uh, this relationship, and blah, blah, blah. So much happier. Now, these friends, some, do things that, do things that are cool, and, right? I don't know, man. Maybe it's starting over so hard. Like, especially where I started down at, and um, like, wow, man, being truly front line, like I hadn't been in a while. Oh, yeah, and being so physical, like I hadn't been in a while, bro, bro. No, it's not. Like, I would be, when I was doing my previous gig, I'd go home, kind of mentally drained and whatnot. Did a ton of paperwork and whatnot, and got typed in all, insert this, all these numbers, and tried to create, write up the reasons why we fell short, or try to make up reasons why we were successful. And I mean, in truth, it really was just a matter of luck and the number of people actually entering. You know, like, I don't know, man. All right. I almost took y'all into the bathroom, and yeah, I'm gonna go because I gotta go to the bathroom. And I'm not gonna take y'all in with me, but I'll be back later, man. All right, I might be coloring, I might be reading. Who knows? Or maybe I won't be back. Maybe I'll go, or maybe I'll go to the movie. I don't know. But anyways, peace, love, chicken grease. Love y'all.